Hi everyone. So, it shouldn't really come as a surprise to anyone at this point that I'm not the biggest fan of religion. And typically I critique it really harshly, because I think that it deserves to be critiqued really harshly. Um, but, everyone always sort of says that, anyone who's religious always says, well, surely there must be something good that came out of religion. Um, And I think that technically you can make the argument that, yes, good things have come out of religion, but, well, I'm going to talk about it a little bit, about my feelings about that. And I think some of the earliest religions, some positive things that sort of came out of them, were certainly their stories, um, and their influence on sort of creativity in the cultures in which they were made. Namely, the Greeks. You have, like, the Odyssey, you have Trojan War, you have the Aeneid. Well, that was Roman, but still sort of stemmed from the same sort of culture and then the same sort of religious beliefs. So you had all these really brilliant stories, all these smart, intelligent men who and women, you had Sappho, and she was creating these beautiful poems that unfortunately we've lost so many of them. But she was being so inspired by all these stories about these gods that were so violent but beautiful and so involved in the lives of humans, if only to have them as playthings, that you created all these really gorgeous stories that are so fun and beautiful to read. Um, so certainly that's something that was good that came out of religion. That religion specifically, that sort of polytheism. But then, there were some bad things with that too, and that the Greeks never really took responsibility for any of their individual actions. Um, it was always Aphrodite who made these star-crossed lovers suddenly, through their love, destroy almost an entire civilization of men. That Helen and Paris, they technically were instrumental in the destruction of Troy. But it wasn't that these two people made the wrong decision.